Hey guys, Kevin Yates here. So I'm just back to do a quick video about how to lose weight and keep it off without resorting to counting calories and driving yourself crazy with watching portion sizes or measuring foods, or if you're counting points or whatever you're doing. You don't need to do that, and that's actually the reason why people they either can't lose weight or they lose it and they can't maintain it. Okay, so just real quick, it's not the calories that are driving this whole problem. That's just stuff that's on the surface, right? I talked about it in the last video I did about how really, if you look at it, it's the over or too much stress that's really driving weight gain and obesity and all that stuff. That's really what's going on. So you got to understand, every time that you start cutting calories or going on diets, it's extremely stressful on your body. And the more stress that you put your body under and the longer you stress your body out, the harder it gets to lose weight. So that's what these, all these cutting calories and trying to, reduce calories and all that stuff, that's what it comes down to. Here's the thing. There's a difference between a calorie deficit and something I call a nutrient deficit. So I talk about nutrient deficit in my book, The Stress-Free Diet, because it's hugely important. See, calories and nutrients are different. There's so many people who are having problems with their weight and they eat calories, but the calories don't have a whole lot of nutrition in them. So you got to understand, your body has no clue what a calorie is. Our bodies don't use calories. Our bodies use nutrients. That's what our bodies are using. So when you cut calories out of your diet, what happens is that you're also cutting nutrients out of your diet. Now, if you're eating calories that aren't very nutritious and you cut them down, the nutrient deficit, that's what you end up with, is a nutrient deficit. And that nutrient deficit becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. So the bigger the nutrient deficit you have, the harder time you're going to have to lose weight, because, again, it's too stressful on your body, right? So that's what's really going on here. So the goal, instead of cutting calories and doing all that, is to go the opposite direction. Everybody's like on this eat less, exercise more thing, burn more calories than you eat, and eating very little. It's kind of the opposite that you have to take. Not so much from like you have to eat a lot of food. It's not that. It's not to eat tons of calories, right? Because again, calories and nutrients are different. It's to eat as many nutrients as you can. You want nutrient-dense foods. Here's why. If you look at when you go to work, okay, let's imagine you go to work and you didn't sleep well the night before, you were tossing and turning all night, and you didn't eat good the day before, and you feel lousy, and you got up in the morning, and you're just feeling out of it, and on top of that, let's say you're like coming down with a flu, you're just feeling weak and everything, and you go to work. Now, how effective are you going to be at your job on that day? Right? If you can be 100% effective, well, on that day, you're going to be, maybe, 70% or less, something like that. The point is that you're not going to be as effective as you can. You're not working to the top of your ability. And it's the same thing when you're in a nutrient deficit. When you deprive your body of the nutrients it needs, your body needs nutrition to function its best. Think of your metabolism. Think of your digestion. Think of the hormones you produce that help you burn fat. Think of your brain. Everything in your body needs nutrition to run at its peak. So when you're depriving yourself of nutrients by cutting calories, you got a big nutrient deficit, your body can't work the way it's supposed to, and it actually shuts things down like digestion. It shuts things down like your ability to burn fat, and it'll shut your weight loss down as well. So the goal is to consume as many nutrients as you can to keep your body running effectively. All right, and then the second thing to understand really is that, losing weight will not automatically make you healthy, right? And that's another misconception. People think that they need to diet down and that when they lose weight, they get healthy. Well, there's people who lose weight because they're starving in some third world country, and they're definitely not healthy. So, losing weight doesn't automatically equal health. It's the other way around. When you give your body the nutrients it needs and it's running its best, it becomes healthier. And a healthy body doesn't store all this excess weight and pack on body fat and store, hold on to water and store all these toxins within it. So that's kind of the thing to think about. Create health and then your weight will go where it needs to go. But you don't create health by going on diets and cutting calories. You don't need to count calories. You don't need to track portion sizes and all that garbage, right? It's just a matter of feeding your body what it needs, and your appetite will actually regulate itself. And then everything will actually go where it needs to go, including your weight.